Welcome back. In the previous part, we were hot on the trail of finding out where Kitty was. We were trying to locate her terminal, all the type of hacker stuff that goes over everyone's heads in this game. You know how it is. So far, my suspicions are that Kitty is actually Ren. The reason I fall on this suspicion is simply because Kitty was in Liberl and she served tea. Ren has this thing with tea parties. And that's it. That's all I've got to go on. It's flimsy at best, but that's literally all I've got to go on. I just remember Kitty so well. I loved her NPC story. She was a lovely NPC. I mean, the other option is this could just be Kitty from Liberl, but I doubt it. I somehow doubt it's gonna be her. So it's like, I doubt it's Estelle. I doubt it's Josh. I'm trying to think of anyone from Liberl that it could be who would know the name Kitty. It's probably unrelated completely, but you know, just to be sure. So back here, okay. Just wondering where exactly we were in all this. Wow, the sun's already setting. Guess we spend more time in the Geofront than I thought. It seems that way. Triple dot. What's the matter, Tio? Nothing. We should hurry back to Jona and retrieve the memory quartz. Furthermore, I'm still worried about Kitty's true identity. Me too. Hopefully this will lead us somewhere. But where? To Liberl? No, she's got to be in Crossbell, isn't she? Rosenberg Studio. Ah, it's so Ren then. Wait a minute. The Rosenberg Studio is that doll factory, isn't it? It was near the mountain path, if I remember correctly. Yep, that's the place. When I was analysing Kitty's location, it led me there, I'm 100% certain. The freaking doll factory? This doesn't make any sense. It's certainly strange. How so? If Kitty is at the studio, like Jona claims, what's so weird about that? You know, there's this strange element of like with this bit especially. It's almost like playing the Sky game spoils the mystery. Because it's very easy to figure out clearly at this point that it's Ren. Easily. Whereas if you'd started with this game, you wouldn't know what Ren is capable of. You wouldn't put all the pieces together. You'd probably have some suspicions here and there, but still wouldn't have an idea, especially with like the, what is it, the Gordius, her pay-tomato, that thing, like all this type of stuff. You wouldn't know. You'd have a different approach, which would be interesting. Well, currently the Orbital Network is functioning within the city and at St. Ursula Medical College. The health resort on the other side of the lake, Michelin, is also part of the testing. Oh. You see, because wireless orbital waves are unstable, they're primarily only used for orbital telephones. And since the orbital network is constantly exchanging large amounts of information, it's fundamentally a wired connection. A giant orbital cable runs along the bottom of the lake, connecting St. Ursula and Michelin. But I've never heard of any connection being made to Rosenberg Studio. Was it done in secret? Enough already. What kind of sick prank is this? There you go. No way. Though the mystery still remains, we succeeded in our objective. I believe you mentioned a reward. Yeah. None of this would have been possible without your help. There we go. This is the information we were asking for, right? I'll cut to the chase. That contains info on most of Arch's relationships. Some other related topics were thrown in for safe measure. Happy now? Yeah, but this is indeed the intel we were trying to obtain. I'll just say this. All of that stuff is, if someone dug hard enough, info they already know by now. For example, the bosses over at the CPD have known about this stuff for a long time. Alright, this would be real useful, Jona. Since we didn't have access to all of this, we were at a bit of a disadvantage. That's so? Good for you, then. What the? Screw it, I'm taking a nap. You're not doing a very good job of taking a nap. Tomorrow I'll use what we learned today to find and uncover Kitty's true identity. Don't work yourself to death. Now, what are you doing? It's the anniversary festival, Jona. Why don't you go on a date or something, instead of holding up in here? Shut up, it's none of your business what I do or don't do. Damn normie. Go to hell. I'm not exactly sure what he meant, but wasn't that a bit vulgar? Now that you mention it, you went on a date with Miss Cecile on the opening day of the festival, didn't you? Huh? And after that, you ended up spending time with the beautiful Seeker sisters. The experience really does trump everything in the end. Tia, what are you trying to say? Nothing in particular. Is he really trying to take a nap like that? Maybe stop waving around so much. It's the name of the game, everyone. Alright, so, connecting to the memory Quartz. With this, we can access the current database's contents. Wow, you really put together a lot, Tio. Up until now, we've had quite a few gaping holes in our intel on Ravage. This might be the first time we get any concrete information on them. Why don't we take a little look-see at what we got here, then? Right. Summary/history. Ravage is the largest criminal organization currently operating within Crossbell State. Its inception dates back to roughly 1130 of the Septine calendar, coinciding with the founding of the state itself. As the name Ravage & Co. would suggest, its fortune was amassed by smuggling goods between the Empire and the Republic under the guise of a trading company. In turn, Ravage was able to seize control of Crossbell's underworld. Currently, Ravage is known to participate in several illegal businesses, including arms smuggling, the sale of stolen goods, land speculation, insider trading, mirror laundering, sex rings, intermediary agencies for Jaeger Corps, and so on. Due to its close ties to influential Diet members, Ravage is rarely punished for its criminal offenses. While members may be arrested from time to time, it is common for their bail to be posted almost immediately. I see. This entry sums up Ravage pretty well. It's handy to have all the information we've collected organized so neatly like this. At any rate, reanalyzing this data is really quite something. Right. These dudes are making a killing through these illegal operations. So arms and influence. Ravage's main forces total about 300 members, including low-level workers both inside and outside the state. The company employs approximately 500 people total. Ravage's ranks include several former Jaegers and soldiers from neighboring countries. Combined with its smuggling of cutting-edge orbital weaponry, Ravage is believed to have considerable military strength. Despite not being a large-scale crime syndicate, its influence extends past Crossbell. Ravage holds deep ties with influential figures in both the Empire and the Republic. According to recent intel, Ravage had begun to lose ground to Heiwei, a rival organization, but has since bolstered its firepower by utilizing war hounds. This new development has led to Ravage regaining superiority. Taking all this into account makes you realize how large Ravage really is. Not only that, but they have men in their ranks with real battlefield experience. Yeah, some of their men we've fought have been a real pain in the ass. But those warhounds, it seems like they had some motive behind them, after all. Does all this mean that arresting these men would be a waste of resources? I'm afraid so. This seems a bit futile, doesn't it? Don Marconi. Marconi controls Crossbell's largest mafia as the current president of Ravage & Co. He's the fifth man to hold the position, but not inherit it conventionally. 8 years ago, Marconi gained control by overthrowing the fourth Don in an act of deceit and betrayal. Perhaps due to his Erebonian heritage, Marconi prioritizes his relationships with members of the Diet's Imperial faction. His ties with Speaker Hartman in particular are well documented. On the other hand, he has also made inroads with the Republican faction. Undoubtedly, Marconi seeks to leverage both factions in order to take advantage of Crossbell's unique circumstances. Furthermore, he seems to fashion himself after Erebonian nobility. His personal tastes include lavish garments and ostentatious furniture. Damn, that old fart's gone and built up quite the reputation. He may look humorously rotund, but his actions paint him as a nasty man. It appears Marconi is a much more cunning individual than we were led to believe. Don't forget, he's managed to forge ties with the Republic despite being Erebonian. We can't start underestimating him now. Garcia Rossi. And Garcia Rossi's official position at Novarchin Co. is General Manager of Sales. Behind the scenes, however, he acts as the Mafia's underboss and is the commander of its rank-and-file henchmen. Rossi previously served as a commanding officer of the Zephyr Jaeger Corps. When Marconi toppled the former Don 8 years ago, he contracted Rossi to aid him in his bid for power. Afterward, Marconi recruited him away from the Corps to join Novarchin Co. permanently. Rossi was the architect behind the Mafia's militarization and large increase in strength. In his Jaeger days, Garcia Rossi earned the moniker Killing Bear by using his large frame and advanced military combat prowess to overwhelm enemy soldiers on the battlefield. He was a part of a Jaeger Corps? Zephyr. That name sounds familiar to me. Ah, yeah, same, yeah. Probably because it's one of the strongest corps in all of Western Zemuria. If that guy was a commanding officer of Zephyr, trust me, his strength is no joke. Heard rumors about this Killing Bear more than once. Really? Sounds like his strength is nothing to scoff about. But Randy, how do you know so much about him? Travel as much as me and you'll hear all sorts of rumors. Yes, I'm sure that's it. Speaker Hartman. Hartman is an extremely influential politician who holds the position of Speaker of the Crossbell Diet. As a member of the Diet, he also acts as the leader of its Imperial faction. A descendant of Erebonian nobility, Hartman owns a luxurious mansion located at Michelin in the far southern reaches of Crossbell State. He's also considered an ally of Marconi, the president of Novarchin Co. It's believed Hartman cooperates in the Mafia's various criminal enterprises, including smuggling, mirror laundering, and so on. Furthermore, sources say that Hartman had an unofficial meeting with the Imperial Chancellor, Griff Osborne, last year in order to demonstrate his domestic and foreign authority. There he is again. So, the Speaker Hartman. He kind of strikes me as a high and mighty noble rather than a politician. But did he really manage to get an audience with the Empire's blood and iron Chancellor? Yes, despite being informal, it seems that Chancellor Osborne visited Crossbell last spring. Though it still irks me to hear that he would meet with Speaker Hartman, completely disregarding my grandfather in the process. At the time, the whole matter was quite the hot topic in both nations' political spheres. Can't believe I never heard about that. The Blood and Iron Chancellor. He's making a name for himself, alright. Yeah. It's troubling that we still don't know the reason behind this visit of his. Alright. Finished. Alright. Everything was fuzzy up until now, but I'm starting to see the big picture. I don't think you are. You're starting to see the slightly bigger picture than the one that was previously there, but the big picture, no, you're far off me. I agree. A ruthless yet cunning boss, and a former Jaeger commander as his right-hand man. How strong are their ties with Speaker Hartman? Can't wrap my head around what kind of relationship the Speaker has with this Blood and Iron Chancellor, personally. Obviously, there's no chance in hell the CPD can ever touch him. That's true. Wait just a moment. I believe I have discovered concealed data within the memory quartz. Concealed data? Can you pull it up? Hold up. If there was stuff hidden, does that mean that brat is messing with us? Yes, if I were to guess, I bet he tried to test whether I could notice it or not. His punishment will be long and painful. Well, pushing Jona to the sideline, are you able to recover the data? Yes, practically in my sleep. Wait a sec. Is that... The Schwarz auction. Oh yeah, that's the thing Estelle and Joshua were prodding us about, right? That little scoundrel. This is his way of showing us his thanks, eh? This seems to confirm that it is, in fact, a real event. On top of that, it's connected to Ravage, too. Yeah, this is definitely suspicious. Alright, should we take a look? The Schwarz auction is an annual event staged by Ravage on the final day of the anniversary festival. It is held in the form of a private, largely secret party hosted at Speaker Hartman's mansion in Michelin. Most items up for bid are first-class works of art, such as paintings and jewelry, acquired through theft, bribery, tax evasion, and illegal back channels. Additionally, invites are not limited to just Crossbellans. Nobles and affluential people across the continent are extended invitations, making the auction function as an off-the-record gathering of Zemuria's high society. The Schwarz auction is a major source of income for Ravage. It also provides Speaker Hartman the ideal place to network with influential figures. Security is solely handled by Ravage's forces as well. Entry is prohibited unless a guest possesses a black invitation card engraved with a golden rose. Is this real? Unbelievable. I think that something this massive has been happening every single year. This is strange, is it not? Despite being a secret, this information describes it as a large-scale social event. Well, no doubt this shindig is heavily regulated by the police and the mass media, you know? Neither of them would want the spotlight on a shady event like this. Exactly. Chief? Good evening. Color me surprised. Sort of like a green color, very, very dark green color. Like almost to the point of being black. That's what the color of surprise is. You all found out the truth on your own. This place is a bit stuffy. Come on, I'll give you the full rundown in my office. And we could all sit down at the table, but alright. So, you admit that all the information in those files is accurate? Yeah, unfortunately so. Beats me who was researching them, but they made quite the pile of info. But all of the CPD's top brass know about this, right? More or less all of them. People outranking inspectors for sure, but I'd be shocked if most of the First Division wasn't aware of the auction. And even Arias and the Brazigold have probably known of its existence for a while now. That means this is another barrier standing in our way. Oh yeah, an extraordinarily huge barrier. Barriers, yes. And let me be blunt. I don't intend on restricting what you do, but stop poking your nose into the Schwarz auction, got it? This is beyond your pay grade, kids. But Chief. Now, Chief, let's not mince words here. Instead of being beyond our ability, you mean to say the police have their hands tied, right? Considering all the influential figures invited and the host of the entire gathering, Speaker Hartman, the auction is practically untouchable. If the citizenry isn't in imminent danger, the Bracer Guild can't act either. Is it futile to pursue this any further? That may be the case, but calm down. You aren't the only frustrated people here, trust me. Think about the First Division, grinding their teeth every year, powerless to do anything. If this event ever gave them the slightest chance, they'd be charging in to take it down before even the guild could respond. But despite being shady, it appears to be just another gorgeous party. Damn. Basically, if you tried to crack down on the Schwarz auction and screwed up, the SSS would be finished. That's why, for your own good, I can't let you chase after this. Anyway, that's the gist of it. That wasn't bleak in the slightest. Listen, I'm not telling you to accept how things are. Just understand that sometimes you have to chin up, look forward, and figure out how much you can really accomplish. Then, if you don't forget to do that, your chance will come one day. So don't get too down, eh? I understand, sir. From now on, we'll stop looking into the auction. Lloyd. Are you sure, Lloyd? This turned out well. but we're looking to everything around it, though. With that, the third day of the anniversary festival ended. Years passed, a mysterious story of Lloyd's brother, a hacker known as Kitty, a detailed report regarding Ravage, and then the Schwarz auction, sitting at the center of Crossbell's injustices. With all of it still spinning inside of his head, Lloyd quickly fell asleep. It's the name of the game, everyone. Lloyd, are you up? Hey, you need to wake up now. You have a meeting, remember? Hello. Oh. Morning, Elie. What's with the music? Any reason why you're standing in my room? Well, since you hadn't come downstairs, I thought I should come check on you. I think you didn't sleep well, given what we heard yesterday. I can't blame you if it made you restless. Sometimes you see right through me, Elie. But hey, how are you holding up? Oh, I'm fine. If I were to lose heart due to something like that, I might as well throw all of my goals out the window. Besides, I think I always knew the truth deep down. The reality that this secret party was, in fact, another example of Crossbell's corrupt side, I mean. I was simply in denial, trying to look away from it. But not anymore. I don't intend on living with regrets or feeling powerless to help. Elie, I've decided to move forward and attack those feelings with my head held high. That was the chief's sentiment, and I intend on making it my own strength as well. I see. That settles it then. If you already found your resolve and decided to not hesitate, then I have no reason to either. Once I get changed, I'll head down and meet you all on the first floor. Sure thing. Oh, since breakfast is ready, would you mind having our meeting while we eat? Great idea. Starving. I'm looking at the clock, it's what, like 11:05 in the morning? Ellie's come a long way in this last month. She's not carrying the same doubt she used to. It's time to catch up. 4th day of the anniversary festival. Going to have our work cut out for us. It's a new day, everyone. Alright, it's the 4th day of the festival. Time to get to work. I'm sure a load of support requests were submitted overnight, so let's take a look. Right, today is the day of the big parade, too. Not to mention, there's likely tourists trying to travel all over Crossbell during the festival. A lot of requests have come through the system. Lost belongings, missing children, etc. Might be a little much to try and tackle all of them at once. Let's do what's within our power and go from there, eh? Yep, that's the plan. Will it allow me to leave? No, I need to check it in the terminal. Yeah. There, I've checked. Ah! Fine, Lloyd. Fine. Missing tourists. Geofront. Last night, a foreign couple... Like, does that count? Because I'm going to do that later, because I need to do the other ones, obviously. Right, that counts. Right, so let's... Seeing as we've still got some time left in this part, just have a look around, see if there's anything major changed. There hasn't been anything major from the looks of it, from what I can see, so... It's time for another little bit of mini round, so let me go see what I can find. I begged Mummy and Daddy to watch the parade, and they said it was okay. Yay, I'm so excited. My son has been shouting about the parade all morning. It's rare for us to be able to spend time together as a family, so I've planned out a wonderful day for us. Being a father must be difficult. Are you ready, Colin? Tell Mum if you get thirsty, okay? She'll have a canteen with her. No? I eventually caved and gave in to Colin's demands. His misbehavior is leading me to believe that we've spoiled him too much. Is something wrong, Miss Hayworth? Oh no, it's nothing. I'm going to have to enjoy the parade as much as possible. Aw, so they're spoiling him because they couldn't spoil Ren because they think she's dead. When do you think the parade will begin? Oh, I'll have to hurry if I want to make it before it begins. I was thinking about watching the parade with my family. Am I at the right place, though? Oh shoot, it's on the other side, isn't it? Here should be fine. Remember how we would always play together when we were kids? Please give it a rest already. Hey, shouldn't the parade be on its way already? Hey you, how would you like to hear the poetry of a man blessed by Helios herself? Travel shamelessly and live with kindness. The transience of the world will echo through your life. Well, what do you think? Amazing, right? That was supposed to be poetry? Nobody around here wants to listen to me serenade their ears on my beautiful poetry. Damn it. I'd cry tears of joy if I could get a single person to stay and listen at this point. Anton came up to me this morning and said that he wanted to try being a street poet all of a sudden. It's Anton though. I already know how this is going to end. I bet he'll give up by the end of the day. I'm barely paying attention to what he's doing as per usual. What? Oh, it's you guys. Don't scare me like that. Suspicious? Has something gone wrong? No, nothing much. Just a bit of a situation. Some peculiar data started transferring through your network. Yeah, I was totally blown away by that sexy photo of Miss Croy in a swimsuit from the student days popping up on the network. Talk about hitting the jackpot. Wait, we're not just screwing around, okay? I swear, we only found it by chance. Who's capable of getting their hands on this kind of sensitive data? Kidding. Is that one of Jona's pranks? I do seem to recall him mentioning scattering bait. This may be said bait. I'm begging you, please don't mention a word of this to Miss Croy. She'd have our heads on a platter. That does not sound like my problem. I managed to find it among a bunch of other random files. Figured this was the hacker's work, but what the heck was the point behind all of this? I'll just print out a copy of it for now, for evidence sake. The IBC always manages at least 20 different companies. These are just the business proposals and reports. Even with half a support, it's no easy task to run this place. And on that note, I'm currently taking charge of his business as well. May I count on you to complete that report, Beretta? Yes, ma'am. I'll begin immediately. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry to interrupt you while you're in the middle of working. It's okay, I have nothing but meetings all day. Crossbell blood runs through my veins naturally. I would have liked to have gone to the parade, but alas. Relax, my friend. I was merely joking. Hope you all continue striving to work to the best of your abilities. I know you'll be doing so. We definitely will. Thank you. Fact of the matter is, I'm leaving on a business trip this afternoon. I must finish any remaining work I have here while I still have the time. As you might expect, I've had nothing but meetings all day. I'm tired of them. Excuse me, but how did you get past security? Oh, you're Ellie's co-workers, aren't you? Oh, my apologies. However, we are in the middle of a meeting, so I would appreciate it if you kept quiet. Son of a... What's the big idea? Why'd they have to call me, too? Hey, do my work for me, thanks. No can do, Chief. We got our own request to deal with. How about you get off your lazy ass and do some work for once? You kids are only running your mouths because you don't know how much of a pain in the ass it is to direct the parade. Damn it, I would have thought my rank would have put me way above doing chores. Hey, Grace. Are you covering the parade? You know it. Apparently this year's parade is going to have the largest attendance yet. So you know I gotta be there. I'm getting real fired up now. I'll snap photos from angles unimaginable and expose everything from what it's worth. Are you getting pumped, Rains? Tell me you're getting pumped. I'm getting pumped, Mom. Apparently this year's parade is going to have the largest attendance yet. I'm getting real fired up. I'll snap photos from angles unimaginable and expose everything for what it's worth. Ready or not, here I come, world. Oh dear. Finally, the parade's finally starting. I think some other photographs from today might get featured in international newspapers. It's making me nervous. Oh man, I can't contain myself. There's only 30 minutes left until it starts. Around 2 years ago, our president, Mr. Fisher, established our branch here in Crossbell. And during those 2 years, we've been slowly and surely expanding our events and outreach. I'm pleased with how we've been growing, to tell you the truth. Being able to travel and fish together with your fellow guild members, there's nothing better. Linen room. Employees only. Oh wow, I knew they made Braille books, but Braille picture books? They're pretty impressive, aren't they? Even the pictures themselves are three-dimensional. They are, though it doesn't seem there are very many of them. And I'm older. I'd like to offer Braille picture books myself. Still, I can't help but wonder whether someone like me can even do it in the first place. Shizuku, sweetie. Isn't there still a possibility that you'll be able to regain your eyesight, though? That's what the doctors say, but I think it's important to consider what I will do if it doesn't happen too. Sorry, I must sound annoying, talking about silly things like that. Hey now, no being shy around us. Estelle grabbed Shizuku's hands and held them close. Estelle? I've got a great idea. Let's make a picture books that every kid can enjoy, together. So don't you worry about a thing, Shizuku. It's easy to see the author's devotion and warmth shine through the pages. I think you should take your own similar feelings, hold them close, and never let go. Estelle, Joshua, thank you so much. Shizuku, there's no need to cry. Sorry for making you feel that way, Shizuku. Aww. They probably wouldn't mind if we stepped in, but maybe we shouldn't. I agree, it sounds like they're having a moment. There's always next time. Indeed there is. Right, let's end that part there then, and in the next part we'll go do this report request. We'll see you then. Ta-ta for now.